Some people say it's a waste of money. I say it's an investment in your happiness. We're talking about the Richmond night market. Oh my god, I'm already hungry just thinking about it. And don't forget guys, if you enjoy my videos, hit that like and subscribe button and I will love you forever. If you happen to have more than one friend, I would suggest trying to get like a group of 5 people to go with you, because then you can get the Zoom pass. You get to skip the line. It's $40 and it basically covers your entrance for 5 people. Otherwise you gotta wait in the line, and like when I saw the line it looked pretty long and I don't want to wait for that. I was hungry. Okay, let's talk about the food. Sorry, I'm getting a little crazy because like I want the food now. Our first stop was the takoyaki. These are basically just octopus balls, like deep fried balls. Not what you're thinking. They're little pieces of octopus deep fried with like dough in the shape of a ball. Okay? I had never tried these, but everyone that I was with really wanted to get them, so we ended up actually getting 2 different kinds from 2 different places. The first ones we got were kimchi ones, like they pretty much just put like kimchi on top. But those ones were really good, not fishy at all, and they were just like so hot, like so fresh, and the kimchi was so good. But then the second place we went to, their balls were a little smaller, and I don't know, like the octopus was a little chewy, like you tasted the pieces and it was a little fishy. But we got like a cheesy ball and I really like the cheesy aspect of it, so if they did that at the first place, that would have been good. And then pretty much for each order of 6 balls, it's $11. Depending if you get their happy hour specials, they have that going on right now. So then I think it makes like $8. It makes it cheaper, but we didn't end up getting that flavor. So ours was $11 for 6 balls. And I don't know, I'd rate it like 6 out of 10. Oh my god, next was the lamb skewers. I don't even like lamb. Like I am not a lamb person. I find it gamey. Sometimes it's tough. Like I don't tend to order it. This lamb, not gamey at all. Oh my god, like it was cooked to perfection. It was juicy. Like I can't. I want this lamb again, and I don't think I've ever craved lamb in my life. Like I wish we had got another meat from them too, because of how good it was. Like I can't even imagine what like a beef or a chicken one would have tasted like. Like, oh my god, freaking heavenly. We got 6 skewers for $23. I know it's a little pricey because the skewers were skinny, but so worth it. And honestly, I would rate these a 9 out of 10. Like, what? I know, I'm surprising myself, but like they were so freaking good. Like one of the best things of the night. Oh my god, next was the sushi tacos. Like these, I knew we had to get. Like they just looked freaking phenomenal. Like I knew they were gonna be good, and they were so much better than I expected. We got the salmon nori taco and it was $13, but they put so much salmon on it. Like you are not being like skimped out on at all. That salmon just tasted so fresh. There was no fishiness at all. And then the crunch of the nori, like the taco shell, freaking divine. The only thing I would say is I wish there was like some kind of veggie crunch in there, like a shredded cucumber, a shredded cabbage, a shredded carrot, like just something, and it would have been 10 out of 10. This one was definitely another favorite of the night. Like this and the lamb skewers, those were my top 2, so I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Like if it just had some kind of veggie freshness, it could have been a 10. And they were $13, but it is a big serving. Like it is a lot. Then we moseyed our way on over to Momo's Dumplings. This place, I just love their sign. They had this like neon sign. It was so cute. But I don't know where I had heard of this. I just was like, Momo's Dumplings, we have to go there. I asked the girl what their most popular was. She said the chili pork dumplings. And I was expecting like a chili crunch, like some kind of chili oil on the dumplings. But it was nothing like that, bro. It was like an Italian person made dumplings. It was so weird. The sauce on the outside, it was like a tomato sauce. It wasn't spicy at all. And then inside, like, it kind of reminded me of like a pasta-esque tomatoey meatball in a dumpling. But I'm not gonna lie, I liked it. I did. I really liked it. And they were so fresh. Like they were steaming hot. I literally had to cut a hole in it to let it cool down. Not at all what I was expecting. Like I don't know if I would call it chili pork dumplings. So that's why we're giving it an 8 out of 10, but these were delicious. Like if you want dumplings, go to Momo's. And they were $15, but you do get 6 of them. So I feel like that's actually like a hefty serving. Now the sushi hot dog. I feel like this is something that you just like go to try because it looks cool, it looks funky. It's something you're not gonna try anywhere else. The only reason we tried it was because when we were eating the dumplings, a guy stopped to ask us about them, and then he was like, okay, like you gotta try the sushi hot dogs. They are so good. So we're like, okay, like if this random guy says so, obviously we gotta do it. It was $18 for the sushi hot dog, and it is pretty massive. Like we didn't even finish this thing because it was just so much. I don't know though, maybe we didn't get the right flavor because like it was good, but I didn't really love it. All of us were kind of like meh. It was just so deep fried because you have a deep fried rice bun, and then whatever your protein is on top is also deep fried. So we got soft shell crab. I had never had soft shell crab before. I was expecting like, honestly, I was just imagining eating the shell of a crab, and I was like expecting this nasty crunch, it to feel like eggshells in my mouth, but it was nothing like that. It was not. It was actually really good. Like it just tasted like maybe like a crunchy crab, not really the crunch you're expecting, more of just like the crunch of a deep fry. I actually really enjoyed that. I just wish it had more flavor because all it tasted like was just mouthfuls of deep fried food. Like I lost so much of the flavor because of how much deep fried stuff there was. So this I'm giving a 6 out of 10. Like fun for the experience, but I don't think I'd do it again, especially at $18. I swear when you look up Richmond Night Market, all you see are the flying cup noodles. It's like this cup of ramen noodles that are just like floating in the air, and the chopsticks are sticking out of it, and you're like, how is it doing that? So obviously we had to get it because it's all about the experience. Like what are we paying for? But we ended up going for the soft shell crab one that came with a shrimp tempura and an egg. It was still really good, like really good ramen. Like the ramen was flavorful, the soft shell crab was perfect, the shrimp great, egg yum. But I don't know why we were expecting broth. Like we just thought the ramen was gonna come with a broth. No, it's just like sitting over a bed of cabbage, ton of ramen with all the shit sticking out of it. Now you're probably wondering, how do they make it fly? Like how is it just floating in the air like that? Guys, I hate to break it to you, it is not magic. It's a fork. Yup, it's a goddamn fork. I mean, props to them for getting creative because like I would not have guessed that. So this was another one of those experience ones that's like flavor-wise it's decent, but it's not like, oh my god, I'm craving it. So I'd probably rate it like a 7.5 out of 10. And even though it's $18 for a freaking cup of ramen noodles, it was a lot of food. Like we struggled to finish this. And the crepe place, I don't know why I didn't just look at the display crepe and think maybe we shouldn't get this. It was so sad, but no. It was a place I had seen online. Like I saw photos of it as we were walking in, they were displaying them, and I was like, okay, we gotta do it. And I'm not gonna lie, like the experience was cool. Like I enjoyed watching them like brulee the sugar, that was cool, but it was kind of disappointing. It was so disappointing when we got through the creme brulee and realized there's only this much creme brulee because it's just like stuffed with cake. It's like this bready cake at the bottom, I guess, so it doesn't like seep through and they don't have to give you as much creme brulee. So it's mainly cake. And then the crepe wasn't that good. Like, I don't know, was it a whole wheat crepe? It kind of felt like a whole wheat crepe. We even paid the extra $3 so that we could have like ice cream on top, and the ice cream was pretty good. I enjoyed it, but the creme brulee was more like a vanilla pudding. Like I think it was just pudding. So I'm gonna give this one a 5 out of 10. And it was $16. $3 for that ice cream. Otherwise it would have been $13, but still, like that's pricey. Okay, now we are on to the star of the night, beaver tails. If you are a Canadian, you know this is like the best dessert. Like when you go to a fair, when you go to Niagara Falls, you're getting a beaver tail. I freaking love these. Like I was telling my US friends about these all night. I'm like, you have to get one. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be life-changing. And what do you know? The second they bit into it, their lives changed forever. Like they were like, this is 10 out of 10. Oh my god, Sophia, like so good. Oh my god, I trust you. You're the best. Thank you. Word for word, they said all of that. I'd actually never tried the pistachio one before. I'm more of like a Nutella girly, or even Oreo. Oh, or even they usually have this like score cheesecake. Oh my god, that one is my favorite. But like they just do the dough so good because it's like a deep fried dough. So the inside's soft, it's hot and warm. And then the outside, it just has this crunch to it. And then you've got your pistachio cream on top with pistachios all over it. Like, oh my god. It is just heavenly. Like this shit is so good. It's so simple, but so good. And this shit was only $10. Like, this was the cheapest thing of the night. Honestly, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Anytime you see a beaver tail, you get that shit. I actually had so much fun at the Richmond Night Market. Like, if I were in Vancouver again, I would probably go back. Like, this kind of reminded me of the exhibition in Toronto, and I didn't get to go to that this year, so like, why not waste some money at the Richmond Night Market? But that is the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you at the next one. Love you.